Hi, welcome to SRK English Academy. In the previous video, I explained simile and metaphor with some examples. So in this video, we are going to answer some multiple choice questions on the topic simile and metaphor. Yeah, let's read question one. A simile is a figure of speech that, so options, directly compares two unlike things without using like or as. So without using like or as, it's metaphor. Okay, this is not correct answer. So this is metaphor. Let's see. B gives human qualities to inanimate objects or animals. So it is called personification. So this is not simile. Personification. So C compares two unlike things using words such as like or as. So this is a correct answer because we compare two different things using words such as like or as. Okay. Uh, D exaggerates a statement for emphasis or effect. Uh, this is hyperbole. Okay, so correct answer is C because a simile is a figure of speech that compares two different things, unlike things, using word such as like or as. So let's see question two. Which of the following sentences contain a simile? Okay, so first sentence: the clouds drifted lazily across the sky. So this is it's a descriptive sentence, so it is not a simile. Okay, so it does not contain a simile. And her laughter was music to ears. So this sentence is a metaphor. It's an implied simile. This is a metaphor. And C, he was as brave as a lion in the face of danger. So this is correct answer because the comparison is made using word as. Okay, so this is simile. So here a person is compared to a lion. The common point is bravery. So using words such as like or as, comparing two different things is a simile. Okay, so C is correct answer. And the D, the rain poured down relentlessly. Okay, so there is no comparison. So this is not correct answer. So correct answer is C. Let's see question 3. In the sentence, the baby's skin was as soft as velvet. What two things are being compared? So let's see, the two things compared are the baby and velvet, the baby's skin and softness, the baby's skin and velvet. It's very clear that C is the correct answer. The baby's skin and velvet. So identify the metaphor in the following passage. The classroom was a zoo. Students chattered and moved about restlessly. The teacher, a very lion tamer, tried to maintain order, but the energy of the room was a tidal wave threatening to overwhelm her. So in this passage, we have to identify metaphors. So the first sentence, the classroom was a zoo. So classroom was a zoo is a metaphor. Here it's comparing the classroom to a zoo. Okay, so this is a metaphor. Next, students chattered and moved about restlessly. The teacher, a very lion tamer, a very lion tamer. So the teacher is compared to, so it's a direct metaphor comparing the teacher to a lion tamer. Okay, so this is a metaphor. I tried to maintain order, but the energy of the room was a tidal wave threatening to overwhelm her. So here the energy of the room was a tidal wave threatening to overwhelm her. This is a metaphor. Okay. It's a metaphor comparing the students' collective energy to a tidal wave. Okay, so these three are metaphors in the passage. So let's see question. Next question. Which of the following sentence does not contain a metaphor. Okay, so time is a river flowing endlessly. He is a lion. Her voice was a soothing balm. He worked diligently on his project. So first sentence is a comparison without using like or as. So it's a metaphor. And he is a lion. It's a metaphor. Her voice was a soothing a balm. It's a metaphor. D is the correct answer. This is not a metaphor. Okay. So we have to find out which is not a metaphor. Okay. Here the last sentence D describes an action literally without drawing a comparison between two unlike things. So there is no comparison. That's why it's not a metaphor. A, B, C are all metaphors. So we have to find out does not contain a metaphor. Okay, which is not a metaphor, right? So next question, nine. Next question: which literary device involves a comparison using like or as, unlike a metaphor? So which literary device uses words such as like or as? Okay, already we learned that simile is the correct answer. Okay, right. Option A, personification. Personification is giving human characteristics to non-human entities is called personification. Next, hyperbole. Hyperbole is exaggerating the statements. It's a hyperbole, right? Onomatopoeia, it's a sounds. Okay, buzz. These are onomatopoeia. So correct answer is simile. Next question. Identify the simile in the following passage. Okay, so the old house stood on the hill, silent and still, like a forgotten sentinel. The wind whispered through the broken windows a mournful sigh. Inside, dust lay thick on the furniture, a blanket of neglect. So, A, silent and still, like a forgotten sentinel is the correct answer. Okay. So here, the comparison is made using the word like. So it's a simile. Next question. He eats like a pig is an example of a metaphor. No, it's not a metaphor. So in metaphor, we do not use like. Okay, simile. So simile is correct answer. Comparison is made using the word like between two different things. Here, a person is compared to is eating is compared to pig. Next, personification. Personification is giving human characteristics to non-human entities is called personification. And hyperbole is exaggerated statements. It's a hyperbole. So correct answer is B. Which of the following sentences does not contain a simile? So the runner does not contain. We have to find out which is not a simile. So the runner was as swift as a cheetah. This is a simile because comparison is made using as. Okay, his temper flared like a sudden. So here also comparison is made using the word like. So it is also simile. She is ray of sunshine. This is a metaphor. So this is not a simile. So we have to find out which is not a simile. Okay, so this sentence does not contain simile. So this is a metaphor. The crowd roared like a thunder. This is a simile. So in this question, we have to find out which is not a simile. So C is not a simile because it's a metaphor. Okay. Which of the following sentences contain a metaphor? Option A, the athlete ran as fast as the wind. So this is simile. Her smile was like sunshine. This is a simile. The politician was a wolf in sheep's clothing. So this is a metaphor. So this is correct answer. A wolf in sheep's clothing. So here the politician, here the sentence here directly equates the politician to a wolf in sheep's clothing. So without using a like or as. So C is the correct answer. C is a metaphor. Next question. A metaphor is a figure of speech that compares two unlike things without using, remember this, without using like or as. Okay, next question. The internet is an information highway. What two things are being compared metaphorically? So here the answer is internet and highway. Okay, so the sentence equates the internet to a super highway. So to here the answer is internet and highway. So B is the correct answer. So here the compared two things are internet and highway metaphorically.